Hello, welcome back to the trade analysis. Let's quickly take a look at one of the trades that was taken in the beginning of this week on Jan 12th. As usual, let's start using the top down analysis. Let's start with the weekly. We all know that we have been following Aussie USD from quite a few days, and we know that the short term trend here basically is on the weekly time frame. We have the prices just going higher highs and higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, and higher highs and higher lows. So we know it's completely bullish, right? So that is what weekly is going to say. And if you look at the latest swing move on the weekly, also suggests that the prices have been pushing higher. Let's quickly take a look at daily time frame. So even on the daily time frame, we have been making higher highs now. So that means it's still bullish in nature. So there's nothing that denies that it is not bullish. And from the weekly anyway, it was quite evident anyway for us, right? So in this whole sequence, if you look at this, we were still making higher highs and higher lows overall, right? And if you compare the latest leg on the weekly, this is what it is going to be. And therefore, it is important for you to understand that we are looking at this particular leg showing higher highs and higher lows. But at this point, we have the latest swing move on the daily time frame would be this one, but it is completely efficient, so we cannot do anything at this point in time on the daily time frame, right? So we have to get out of this time frame, but we understand that overall trend is still bullish even on the daily time frame. So this means that we will continue looking for bullish opportunities only on the lower time frames. So let's try to understand what was the situation at this point. So here, if you look at 4 hour, even on the 4 hour, also we have a clear movement onto the upside. Uh, so what I see here is basically this is the latest swing move on the daily time frame as well as the 4 hour, and therefore we have some order block sitting here, and the prices have come into this order block, consolidated, and started reacting from that already at this point, right? So I know that I should have entered at this point because overall I'm bullish, but at the same time the prices have already started pushing higher. But then if you look at the prices before this have been coming down since quite some time, and this is all efficient. And the only open imbalance was actually right here, right? So we have this open imbalance. Sorry about this. So we have some open imbalance uh, at this point, right? So this is all is an open imbalance. So we are looking for the prices to come into this open imbalance, specifically into this particular order block on the bearish side, and expect some reaction, right? And if you look at this one, the Monday started with a very strong move, and then the prices started pushing up, leaving the small imbalance, right here that we are interested in, right? So our hypothesis is basically the prices would react from this and fill this imbalance, but I cannot take a straightforward limit order on this order block on the sell side. So that is the reason I want to go into the lower time frame and see when this whole trend shifts, and then only look for short opportunity. Overall, yes, it's a bullish leg, but I'm still looking for a short opportunity. But I would still go with a low risk here because overall trend is still up, and I'm trying to shorten this one. So let's quickly take a look at 1 hour and try to see what happens. So let's try to show this order block so that we know the reaction coming off of it, right? So let's run it. So this is coming into Asia now, and we already see some movement coming into the picture, right? So we have the prices pushing higher, and then we have some pullback, and then the prices are pushing higher again, some level of pullback, prices pushing higher, and we wait probably. So I was looking at this particular market structure break. So if you have, this is the lowest price before the prices went higher. So I want to see if the prices come back and close below this. And then I only will consider that the trend has been shifted and this order block has some value to it. So let's just keep pushing it. Not expecting in Asia. So I was just waiting in the Asia if it breaks, but if it is not. And so the London session opens, and then finally we and finally we do the closure at this point. So it's very even at this point also we have a closure, so we can confidently say that we have a market structure break at this point. So clearly the trend has shifted, and this is what we were looking for. Now we want to find an entry spot. So we see that the whole thing is basically very efficient on the 1 hour time frame. I tried to look at into the 15-minute time frame also. Everything looked efficient. Therefore, I want to see if there are any liquidity areas. So I can see that there is one area which is, the session high of Asia. That's very important for us to understand that, there are some equal highs up that are available here at this point, right? It's not completely swept. We have some liquidity option. So the hypothesis that I had was like, let the price come to this point. I'll keep stop losses above the order block, but I'll give some room. But I was targeting around this as a target, right? In fact, somewhere into this open imbalance that we have, that we are expecting the prices to fill in, and which is around 2.4, right? One thing I was completely unaware in this trade is the news that is going to come out, which basically did all the damage. The prices just tapped me in and also, stopped me out. But the biggest problem here is I have not kept stop loss that high. It was, probably just around here because of spread. It got stopped out, but then the prices eventually tapped into the take profit that I was looking for. So that was one of the trades that, I think it was 30-second trade or even 20-second trade, just got filled in and got exited out. I think the fastest trade ever. But yes, it's a mistake that from my side. I should have looked at it. I should have expected this to happen and give some stops, right? Some better stop positions, right? So because there's still this open imbalance that the price could have come into, right? So if I look at this, there is still this all of this open position the prices could come into. So I should have kept the stop losses somewhere around here to escape this one. But nevertheless, would have not given me a good risk reward, so I wouldn't have taken the trade anyway. But yeah, so that's the overall review of the trade that I was taking. It's a complete loser for me.